Hi, welcome to Chris and Laura. Tonight we're going to make some ground beef casserole. This is a recipe that I got while we were in Nebraska, and it's pretty good. We've had it a few times, so we're going to make it for you tonight, so you can try it yourself if you'd like to. So here we go. Alright, so first off, got us a medium-ish size bowl. We're going to put jar of pasta sauce in here, and then we've got half a cup of half and half. Pour some of that in here.
Shake it up, baby.
Lid on tight and shake her up. Get all the goodie out of there. I'll put the rest of that half a cup in there. And then we're going to add, I'm going to do my spices. I'm going to do my spices first before I do the wet ones. So we've got a teaspoon of parsley, a teaspoon of basil, teaspoon of oregano, and you're supposed to have a teaspoon of ground mustard, but I don't have any, so I'm not doing that. I do, however, have my garlic powder, so I'm going to do that. And we'll add a little salt and pepper. Alright, now that he's left, we're going to do a teaspoon of Tabasco sauce. Don't make the rules, the recipe calls for it. So who am I to deny? It doesn't make it spicy. Just gives it a good flavor. And then a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. You know, I think I had ground mustard on my grocery list last time, and I still didn't get it. Alright, now we're going to give this a good mix. Alright, so we've got this all mixed up. We're going to just set this off to the side. We're not quite ready for it yet. Let it hang out. Next, right here I've got a pound of hamburger, and I've got a pot of water going for some penne noodles. So we're going to season up our meat and get that going.
Put a new pressure regulator in that thing and it works quite nice, don't it?
Yeah, it is. Alright, so we're going to salt and pepper. Get that seasoned up all good. And I've got about half of a large onion here. Half of a medium onion. The rest of the onion that was in the refrigerator. That in there. If you have fresh garlic, you can put that in here too. I just don't have any. We're going to let all this cook together real well until the meat is done and browned. So we'll be back when this is done and we're ready for the next step. Alright, so our noodle water is ready. So we're going to put about 3/4 of a pound of penne noodles in there. We don't want the whole box, unless you have a big family. Give that a stir, and we're not going to cook it all the way. We're only going to let it boil for about 9 minutes. We want it kind of al dente, because then we're going to mix everything together and throw it in the oven. So I will start my timer. And our meat is done. So to this, we want to add, if it's greasy, drain it. This meat wasn't very greasy, so I'm not going to drain it. But we want to do a rounded tablespoon of tomato paste in there. Alright, so you want to move that tomato paste around in there and get it all blended up well with all the meat. Let it cook for a little bit. Keep moving that around for a few minutes so it's all mixed in well with all the meat. Alright, now we're going to add half a cup of beef broth. We're going to let this cook down to about, till the liquid's almost gone. Alright, so our liquid has reduced. So now we're going to add that sauce mixture that we made earlier. Stir that in. We're going to bring it to a little boil and then we're going to reduce it. So we will be back when this is ready. Alright, we've got our pasta sauce here at a boil. So we want to add a 1/4 cup of grated parmesan. Make sure you stir it well. Then we also are going to add a 1/4 cup of shredded mozzarella. We've got 2 cups of shredded mozzarella here. We're going to use a 1/4 cup of it. Put it in there and stir it in good. Let that finish cooking a little bit, and we're going to get our noodles drained. They are done. Alright, so you drain your noodles good. Then you want to bring them over and put them in that pot of sauce. Mix all that up real good. And those noodles will soak up that sauce while it's in the oven. That's why you don't want to overcook them. So now we've got our sprayed pan here. You can use like a 9x13. This is a deep 11x9. So we're going to take this and we're going to dump it into the pan. Smooth it all around there. We're going to take the rest of this shredded mozzarella, put it all over the top. I'm going to take a little Italian seasoning, sprinkle it on the top. Just a little bit. Alright, so we're going to put this in a 375-degree oven for about 10-15 minutes until it's golden brown on the top and looks bubbly and delicious and good. So we'll be back when it's done. Alright, it looks like it's done. All golden brown and bubbly. So we are going to let this sit and cool for a minute before we cut into it. And I'll show you what it looks like here in a few minutes when it's not doing that anymore.
When it's not boiling
Yeah.
on the range top there.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a few minutes when it's ready to cut into, and we'll let you see what it looks like. Alright, it's cooled down now. It's no longer bubbling. So we're going to cut into it here. There you go. Ground beef casserole. It's pretty tasty. I'll put the recipe down below if you want to give it a try. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.